The Cleveland Torso Murders, Butcher of Kingsbury Run. Headless in the City. Cleveland, Ohio, the 1930s. A city struggling through the Great Depression. Factories closing, shanty towns rising. And then, the killings began. In September 1935, two boys discovered a decapitated body along the shore of Lake Erie. The torso had been drained of blood, limbs scattered, head gone. It wasn't the first. It wouldn't be the last. Over the next few years, the Butcher of Kingsbury Run would leave at least a dozen victims. All mutilated, most headless, many never identified. A phantom killer haunting the shadows of Cleveland. A nameless horror. The press gave the killer a name, the Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run. But no one knew who he was, and worse, no one knew who the victims were either. Most were drifters, homeless men and women from the Hoovervilles lining the river valley, people with no names, no families, easy prey. The killer's methods were brutal, limbs severed with precision, heads removed cleanly. In some cases, the torsos were chemically treated, as if to preserve them or erase them. Bodies were dumped near the same train tracks, the same bridges, the same creek beds, almost like a calling card, as if the killer wanted to be found, but only on his terms. The mayor and the law. The city was in panic. Newspapers screamed headlines. Parents locked their doors. Hobos disappeared from the camps. But one man took notice. Cleveland's safety director, Eliot Ness. Yes, that Eliot Ness. The same lawman who brought down Al Capone. Ness vowed to stop the butcher. He launched a massive police campaign. Raids, roundups, interrogations. Dozens of men were taken in. Some were beaten. Others simply vanished after questioning. But the killings didn't stop, not even close. In fact, they got bolder, as if mocking the very people trying to catch him. A fire to bury the dead. By 1938, public pressure boiled over. The people demanded action. Eliot Ness responded, not with an arrest, but with fire. He ordered the burning of the Kingsbury Run shantytown. Bulldozers flattened the camps. Flames consumed makeshift homes. The homeless were forced out, scattered across the city. Some called it a purge, others a cover-up. Ness hoped that by clearing the area, he would starve the killer of victims. And strangely, it worked. After the fire, the murders stopped. Or at least, they stopped in Cleveland. The prime suspect. Behind closed doors, Eliot Ness believed he knew who the killer was. A man named Francis Sweeney, a former surgeon, a veteran of World War I, and, perhaps most disturbing, a cousin of a political rival. Ness had Sweeney picked up and questioned. For days. No official arrest. No confession. But Sweeney failed 2 lie detector tests. Then checked himself into a mental hospital, where he remained for the rest of his life. From the asylum, Sweeney would send Ness cryptic postcards, rambling, taunting, and always unsigned. A trail of death beyond Cleveland. After 1938, Cleveland's nightmare seemed to end, but the butcher's shadow kept moving. Similar torso killings began appearing in Pennsylvania, New York, even as far as Baltimore. Same signature: decapitation, dismemberment, precision cuts. Some victims were never named, some were never found, only pieces. Was it a copycat, or had the butcher simply relocated, following the rail lines, hunting the forgotten, and disappearing back into the mist? The unsolved legacy. To this day, the Cleveland torso murders remain officially unsolved. No trial, no conviction, no justice for the dead. The case haunts Cleveland's history. It sits in the archives. Dozens of black and white crime scene photos, bones labeled with numbers instead of names, a timeline of horror with missing pieces. The city has tried to move on, but the name Kingsbury Run still stirs unease. A whisper of blood in the soil, a reminder that monsters sometimes walk among us, wearing the face of a doctor or a stranger on the tracks.
Subscribe for more chilling mysteries. Thanks for being here. See you in the next time.